How to avoid overextending in Dota 2 lanes without vision. Imagine pushing your lane confidently, then suddenly realizing you are too far forward and vulnerable. That moment can turn a good game into a disaster fast. Overextending without vision is a common mistake in Dota 2, especially when you want to pressure the enemy or secure last hits. But knowing how to play it safe can keep you alive and your team in control. First, understand your lane's position relative to your tower. Always keep a safe distance so you can retreat quickly if enemies appear. If your creeps are pushing too far, consider pulling or stacking neutral camps to reset the wave. This way, you keep the wave near your tower, making it harder for enemies to gank you. Pay close attention to the minimap. When enemies are missing, it is a sign they could be setting up a gank. If you see multiple enemies missing from their lanes, play even more cautiously. Do not chase kills or push aggressively unless you have some form of vision or backup nearby. Control the creep equilibrium by last hitting near your tower. This keeps the wave in a safe zone and prevents it from pushing too far forward. When the wave is near your tower, it is easier to defend and spot potential threats. If you notice the enemy is pushing the wave aggressively, it might be best to fall back and from the jungle or neutral camps instead. Use your own creeps as a form of limited vision. When your creeps are far up the lane, they can give you some idea of enemy movements. If your creeps suddenly stop or start to get attacked, it might mean enemies are nearby. Always be ready to back off if your creeps are pushed too far without support. Communication with your team is key. Let your teammates know if you are playing cautiously because of limited vision. This way, they can help by warding or rotating to cover your lane. If you are the support, prioritize placing wards in key areas before the game gets tense. If wards are unavailable, relying on your team's movements and the map to stay safe. Think about common gank routes and avoid standing in those areas when you lack vision. For example, near the river or jungle entrances, enemies can rotate quickly. If you are unsure where enemies are, stay closer to your tower or safe spots. When the lane is pushed too far and you have no vision, farming neutral camps nearby is a smart move. It keeps you active without risking unnecessary deaths. Plus, it can help you stay relevant in the game while avoiding dangerous spots. In high-level play, teams communicate constantly about missing enemies and potential threats. Supports focus on warding key areas, but when vision is lost, cores need to play more defensively. Pushing lanes to create pressure is effective only if it is done safely. Overextending without vision can cost your team objectives or lead to team wipes. Split pushing can be a powerful tactic, but without vision, it becomes highly risky. High-level players use mobility items and escape abilities to avoid getting caught. Still, the main rule stays the same. Only push when you can see what's happening around you. Remember, always assume enemies could be anywhere when you lack vision. Play with caution, stay near your tower, and communicate with your team. Use creeps, the minimap, and your instincts to stay safe. Adjust your farming and lane presence based on what you see and what you don't. Following these steps helps you avoid unnecessary deaths and keeps your lane under control, even when the map is dark.